One player from every champ club who needs a FIFA upgrade. Every year the FIFA ratings get fans talking, and with the release of FIFA 22 just a few months away, we've compiled a list of one player from each championship club that deserves an upgrade on the new game. Barnsley, Callum Styles, FIFA 21 base rating, 63. Styles was arguably one of Barnsley's most impressive players last season, and there's still plenty more to come from the 21-year-old. His work rate off the ball is phenomenal and his versatility makes him a particularly useful player. Next season he deserves to be at least 70 rated. Barnsley, Mark Roberts, FIFA 21 base rating, 69. Birmingham probably didn't have many standout players last time round in what was quite an underwhelming season, but if there's one player that deserves bumping up a rating or two, we think it's Roberts. Roberts had a steady season with Birmingham and was one of the contributing factors to them keeping 13 clean sheets last season. Blackburn, Adam Armstrong, FIFA 21 base rating, 73. This one is the obvious call, but if a 28-goal season isn't enough for an upgrade, then we don't know what is. It still remains to be seen whether he'll be playing his football at Ewood Park next season, with Southampton the most recent club to be linked to him, but he deserves to be at least a 75-rated gold card next season. Blackpool, Jerry Yates, FIFA 21 base rating, 64. Yates has just enjoyed his best goalscoring season to date with 23 goals for Blackpool on their way to promotion from League One. He now has a point to prove that he can step up to the championship, but based off last season he definitely deserves to be higher rated than 64. Bournemouth, Lloyd Kelly, FIFA 21 base rating, 69. The obvious choice for Bournemouth would of course be Arnaut Danjuma, but as he is already one of Bournemouth's highest rated players, we've picked out Kelly instead. He missed the majority of the 2019-20 season through injury, and so last season was his real breakthrough with the Cherries, where he got to play regularly, and we think that his performances have justified a slight upgrade for next season. Bristol City, Antoine Semenyo, FIFA 21 base rating, 60. Semenyo may have only scored a couple of goals for Bristol City last season, but he was certainly one of the highlights of an otherwise forgettable season. His willingness to take on defenders and run with the ball makes him one of the Robins' biggest threats, and he's certainly got a big future ahead of him. Cardiff City, Kiefer Moore, FIFA 21 base rating, 69. Kiefer Moore was one of the best strikers in the league last season, and so his rating in FIFA 22 should reflect that. As well as scoring 20 goals last season, he also won 440 aerial duels, the most of any championship player. Coventry, Callum O'Hare, FIFA 21 base rating, 67. Gustavo Hammer certainly deserves an honorable mention, but we're picking out O'Hare as the player that most deserves an upgrade. The attacking midfielder was an integral part of Mark Robins' system last season as he produced 8 assists, the most in the Coventry side. Derby, Christian Bielik, FIFA 21 base rating, 70. It probably says something about Derby's season when we're picking out a player that only featured in 13 matches for them last season as the most deserving for an upgrade. But in those 13 matches Bielik was absolutely immense as they kept 8 clean sheets while he was in the side. They desperately need him back fit for next season. Fulham, Harrison Reed, FIFA 21 base rating, 73. To some, the work that Harrison Reed does for the team perhaps goes under the radar, since he isn't the flashiest of players, but from the Fulham squad last season, we think he's most deserving of an upgrade. He wins the ball back well and keeps things simple and tidy on the ball. Huddersfield, Josh Koroma, FIFA 21 base rating, 59. Last season was a real breakthrough for Koroma, and while he was injured Huddersfield seriously lacked his spark going forward. He scored 8 goals from just 19 starts, and he's expected to kick on next season. Macron at Taft's Josh Koroma nonchalantly curls in a beauty number F Lancast, Saturdays at 9 p.m. number EFL number Taft pick. 90W3I3 Jack, Quest, at Quest, December 5, 2020 Hull City, George Honeyman, FIFA 21 base rating, 66. Honeyman was integral to Hull's promotion from League One and was named in the team of the season after an excellent individual campaign. He came up with 17 goal contributions last season and looked to be one of the real leaders in the dressing room. Luton Town, Elijah Adebayo, FIFA 21 base rating, 61. Adebayo is expected to be one of Luton's main goal threats next season after the departure of James Collins. After joining in January, Adebayo scored 5 goals in 15 starts and we think has justified an upgrade. Middlesbrough, Mark Bola, FIFA 21 base rating, 65. If we're talking about one of the most improved players from last season, then Mark Bola is right up there after the campaign he's just had for Middlesbrough. After struggling to adapt in his first season, Bola forced his way into the side and hasn't looked back since. Millwall, Billy Mitchell, FIFA 21 base rating, 54. One of the reasons Millwall can be quite optimistic for the future is that they have an abundance of young talents coming through, none more so than Billy Mitchell. The 20-year-old was given several opportunities towards the end of the season and he produced several standout performances. He's certainly better than his 54 rating would suggest. Nottingham Forest, Brennan Johnson, FIFA 21 base rating, 59. Johnson is coming off the back of an excellent loan spell with Lincoln, where he produced 18 goal contributions throughout the season. Everything looks set for him to return to the City Ground and take the championship by storm this season. Peterborough, Johnson Clark Harris, FIFA 21 base rating, 68. At first it looked like a near impossible job for Peterborough to replace the goals they had lost in Ivan Toney after his move to Brentford, but they snapped up Clark Harris and the goals quickly followed. He finished the season with 31 league goals, and if that's not enough for an upgrade, we don't know what is. Preston North End, Ryan Ledson, FIFA 21 base rating, 67. Last season was a real coming of age for Ledson, who had been patiently waiting for his chance to come at North End. Following the departure of Ben Pearson, Ledson stepped up to the mark and won the club's Player of the Season award after an excellent individual season. He produced more key passes, 53, and completed more tackles, 89, than any other North End player. QPR, Sini Dieng, FIFA 21 base rating, 63. Dieng was one of the best goalkeepers in the league last season as he kept 11 clean sheets for QPR throughout the year. No championship goalkeeper made more saves than Dieng with 119, and he's certainly due an upgrade from his current 63 rating. Reading, Josh Laurent, FIFA 21 base rating, 66. While most of the plaudits for Reading last season went to the likes of All Eyes and Joe, Laurent's importance to the side shouldn't be underestimated. He formed a great partnership in the middle with Andy Rinamhota in the middle, and only Raphael played more minutes for Reading last season. Sheffield United, Jayden Bogle, FIFA 21 base rating, 72. This one was a tough pick. After the season Sheffield United have just had, there probably won't be a lot of upgrades dished out within the squad. We've picked out Jayden Bogle as the most deserving as he put in a string of decent performances in the second half of the season as well as chipping in with a few goals. Stoke City, Therese Campbell, FIFA 21 base rating, 67. Campbell missed the majority of the season through injury, but still managed to make a big enough impression in the matches he did play and definitely deserves an upgrade. He produced 11 goal contributions in just 16 appearances, and Stoke never really recovered after his injury. Swansea City, Ben Cabango, FIFA 21 base rating, 62. Swansea's strength last season was their defense as they managed to keep 21 clean sheets, the most in the league. Cabango played a key role alongside Mark Gehi and is due a big upgrade. West Brom, Matthias Pereira, FIFA 21 base rating, 76. Even though he's already one of West Brom's highest rated players on the game, Pereira proved himself at Premier League level last season, and that deserves a bump up in his rating. He finished the season as the Baggies' top scorer with 11 goals as well as providing 6 assists, although it still remains to be seen whether or not he'll be sticking around for next season in the Championship. By Ben Stewart.